Hey, we're still awake, and we're hanging in there. We're gonna play Pirate Legends or not play, but show you Pirate Legends by Anik Lobay. That's for 2 to 4 players, 8 and up, and it lasts about 30 minutes. And it's a pirate exploration game looking for treasure. How does it work, Nikki?
That's right. So you are going to play pirates. You are going to have a boat of your own. This boat has slots in it for the tiles you are going to collect. The tiles are all laid out on this board randomly. There are treasure tiles, there are cannon tiles, and there are some special tiles, and there are some water tiles that just kind of fill up the spaces on your boat and make it a little harder to collect more treasures as you go along. You are going to start out on the game board on the bottom row of the board. I'm going to lay down the boats, but they do come in these nice little stands, so you would use them standing upright in a regular view of the game. You can also, if you want to if you've already experienced the game, you can choose any of the tiles in the first row if you want to. To start from. But for this, we're going to just start from the middle tile, and you would place your boat on the middle tile and take that middle tile at the beginning, and you would place it in one of the spots on your boat, and you don't want to show any of the other players what tiles you have collected in your boat. There are 4 island tiles. They match the islands on the corners of the board. Randomly, each player is going to get one of those, and that is their secret location that nobody else is supposed to know. As you collect these special things on the board, treasures, you are going to deliver them to any of the islands, but you probably want to deliver the good money chests and put them on your island. We are going to go into the movements. You can do 3 of these actions in a turn. You can do an action multiple times if you choose to. The first action on the little card that you can follow is to explore. When you explore, you are going to move your boat 1 space, and you are going to look at the tile that you landed on secretly, and then you will put it on your boat. I can choose to do that again, or I can just move. Moving is anything orthogonally 2 spaces, 1, 2, and that's all I would do on that turn. Then I could choose to explore if I wanted to for my last action, but we'll move to unloading is another action you can choose to do. You unload your boat on an island, from either these 2 spaces. You cannot unload from a corner space. You can unload as many items from your boat as you want to. You can take stuff off of your boat even if your boat is not full. It is up to you. And again, you want to put good stuff on your secret island and maybe bad stuff on other people's islands. That is up to you. So if I landed and this was my island, I would take something and I would place it on that island and continue my move if I had more actions to go. Another action you can do is you can attack another player. You do this by cannons, collecting cannons on the board. There are cannons in 2s and 3s. You would take a cannon from your boat, and you would pay 1 cannon to say that's what I'm doing, and then you would pay a number of cannons, the tiles,
the distance
of the tiles. So this would be 1 cannon to say I'm shooting at you, and another cannon
for the range,
to actually fire at you for the range. When you do that, you will steal 2 treasures from the opponent's boat, and you will put them on your boat. If you happen to not have enough room for all of those, you will put one of them in your boat and you will just put the other one in the discard. The other action you can do is exchange islands. This doesn't happen very often. It's kind of a last resort move. You have to pay 4 cannons in order to do this, and you would exchange island cards with an opponent, and then at the end of the game, you're gonna look at the island that you had put all of your treasures on, and you would count that up. Your treasures come in treasure tiles of 1s, 2s, and 3s, and they just look like little treasure chests. And this is one of the water tiles I mentioned before that just kind of fills up your boat and it's no good. And there are some bad tiles, cursed tiles also, that are minus points. There's -1 and all the way up to -3. Those will count against you at the end of the game if they're in your pile on your island. The special tiles I want to get just show you really quick. There is a pirate flag tile. When you play this tile, it's very interesting because if you can see it, there is a dotted line on the board underneath the tiles. And what you would do if you play that one is you would follow the dotted line to anywhere that you want to go on the map. The funny thing is the center has no dotted line in it, so you would not be going through the center, but all the rest of the tiles on the board are connected by the dotted line. Once the game's over, I keep saying again, you would count up your tiles on the islands, and the winner is going to take this lovely treasure map, and there are three islands on that map, and you can choose one of those 3 islands to go to, and you would scratch off the first scratcher, so it's a scratcher board, which is neat, and that will show you a number and some sort of an icon, and that will refer to these envelopes on the side here. So if I scratch that off and I happen to get this compass star with the 1 on it, I would take this envelope, and you are going to get some cards and some more rules for the next time you play the game. You will have in the rule book space to place the new rules for the next time you play. So you would match it up with and place it in your...
So the game can change as you play it.
And the game changes as you play.
There goes the end of it.
Right there, I got the last one is what I chose. And all of these have different things. They might have more different treasures on them. This one happened to just have some interesting player cards. That is the whole game.
Are there any questions? Yes?
Just, I will add some remarks. So, again, the game is finished. So, this is the pre-production prototype, I think. We have on the screen. We launched the production for Russian market. It's now being produced. So, for our countries, we are ready. Actually, so the game is, again, the changing game. So, okay, legacy, this is not legacy. It's an 8+ game, so it's a bit more stuff in it. This creation map, then you're discovering the stuff. There's a lot of other materials. Again, the sticker to go into rules. Quite easy and accessible mechanics. I mean, it's fun to play and it's very dynamic. We played with kids and it's, well, I mean, not small kids, but 8+, and they really enjoy it. I mean, it's very fast and very funny, actually, because you grab stuff from out and then run out, and then there's a secret island aspect that you try to keep hidden a little half of the game at least. So a lot of things into the envelopes, you'll discover a lot of things. And actually there was a special thing about the cover. So we have developed due to different events, we developed 2 different covers. So we will put them, ask Derek to put them on the screen now. So like we're curious to get the opinion. So you can vote in the chat the one you like most. Basically, are quite similar, but they have a different set of characters. It was a well, I will explain another time why we have this, but why not? Now we have two covers to choose from. Well, actually, technically, you can order both of them. I mean, you can have a print in both covers if you wish. So yeah, okay, we have like yeah, okay, just want to what. Uh, Actually, it's not. I'm really curious about your. They're not so much different. I mean, in total, but we are curious to know your opinion because mm, we have a lot of discussion about it. Maybe not. The difference is kind of subtle for me, but can kind of. It's maybe cross-cultural as well.
Well, so far, Bertrand is in the minority.
Yeah, right. The France is winning against the joint team of other countries. But it's only for only 2 quarters, so it's not very representative.
I agree.
The game is, as I said, the game is basically ready, and even already the 2 covers. And the price point is, I think, the same as for
Yeah, it's 25.
25 euro on the shelf. So it's quite a lot of stuff for the price. So we kind of not so okay. You're getting a lot of value for the money. We have a lot of really interesting components inside. It is language dependent, so because of their so the rules and everything on the components. So would you go with the difficult? That's it for the Pirate Legends. Any questions?
No, it's mostly people voting on the covers. That's what they're going.
Yeah,
so why have 2 covers in this particular case? Is this something you normally do for games, or just for this one in particular seemed yet internal arguments?
Development team, they don't like it at all because it's extra work and no one likes it at first. But in the end, it's fun. Well, actually, because I don't know, should we name the people who the reasons for that? But let's say one of our major partners, then they really wanted another cover. They have some critics on one of them, so we have a second one. And then, but since we're not totally on the same page, so we decided to keep all of them.
We like them both, and we cannot choose one.
Yeah, and actually in the end we like them both. So we keep them both, and we will offer them since we already developed them. We will offer our partners to choose the one they wish.
It's like you cannot choose your favorite child.
Yeah, you can, but you don't tell it.
That's right. That's one way to do it. I do appreciate John's comment saying cover number 1 looks like it's more for adults, and 2 looks like it's more for kids. And I don't know exactly why. It really resonates with me. I can see what he means by that comment, although I'm not exactly clear.